Hello, partners. The story I am going to share with you today is a blueprint for how to work the same amount but earn twice as much as others. From this moment on, I will prove to you through mathematical facts how Usana's powerful binary structure and 3 business center system can transform your income. Usana uses a binary compensation structure. You only need to build 2 teams, a left team and a right team. However, hidden within this simple structure is a powerful leverage device called the 3 business center system. Here is the explanation for 1BC. Your first business center opens with a 200 SP purchase. This also means that you are now qualified to receive commissions whenever volume is generated in your downline tree. You only need the 200 SP purchase when you first open it. After that, maintaining 1BC requires a monthly purchase of just 100 SP. For reference, purchasing 1 health pack gives you 100 SP. In other words, if you consume just 1 health pack a month for your own health, that single business center will continuously stay active. Here is the explanation for 3BC. If you purchase a total of 400 SP within the first 6 weeks of joining, 3 business centers will open. This means that 2 additional business centers are created directly underneath your 1BC on the left and right, securing your right to double dip commissions, meaning you get paid twice on the exact same sales volume. You only need the 400 SP purchase when you first open them. After that, maintaining the 3BC requires a monthly purchase of 200 SP. To give you an easy example, purchasing 2 health packs a month is 200 SP. In other words, if you and your wife or you and your partner each consume 1 health pack a month, your 3 business centers will continuously stay active. Let's look at this through a scenario. This is the case for 1BC. Assume your business center is currently active as a single business center and is qualified for commissions. You have just started your Usana business and activated your first business center by generating 200 points in personal sales volume. Congratulations on starting this step. To move forward, you enroll 2 people, Jane on the left and Tim on the right. They both purchase products or shared Usana products with their own customers, generating 400 group sales volume points each. With this setup, how much commission can you earn? Jane, on the left of your BC1, achieved 400 SP, and Tim, on the right, also achieved 400 SP this week. In this case, the structure pays you based on the side with the smaller volume. Since both sides have the exact same 400 points, 400 points will be applied to your BC1. The commission will be 20% of the 400 points rolled up to your BC1, which is 80. This 80 is your weekly allowance, and since this 80 is based on the US dollar exchange rate, we multiply 80 by 1.4 to calculate it in Australian dollars. This gives you 112. This 112 ACN dollars is this week's commission that will be deposited into your bank account next week. This is a case where one team grows faster. Tim got off to a smooth start sharing Usana products, enrolling people and generating 600 group sales volume points. On the other hand, Jane is moving a bit slower. Since commissions are calculated by matching the points of both teams, you will receive your payout based on the team with the smaller volume. With this setup, how much commission can you earn? Jane, on the left of your BC1, achieved 400 SP, and Tim, on the right, achieved 600 SP this week. In this case, because the structure pays based on the side with the smaller volume, the 400 points from Jane's group, the smaller side, will be applied to your BC1. The commission will be 20% of the 400 points rolled up to your BC1, which is 80. This 80 is your weekly allowance, and since this 80 is based on the US dollar exchange rate, we multiply 80 by 1.4 to calculate it in Australian dollars. This gives you 112. This 112 Australian dollars is this week's commission that will be deposited into your bank account next week. However, since Tim's group generated 600 SP, the difference of 200 points will carry over to your 1BC for the next week. The remaining volume points do not disappear. This is a case where there is no sales activity on one side of BC1. Jane is gaining momentum and steadily enrolling new customers and brand partners. Her group sales volume points keep increasing, but Tim has not made any purchases or sales yet. This means all the points are being generated on one side only. Since commissions are calculated by matching the points of both teams, how will this situation affect your payout? Jane's group on the left side did 400 SP, but Tim's group on the right side had no sales this week. Therefore, according to the rule of receiving commissions based on the smaller side's points, your BC1 will have no commission this week. However, the 400 points created by Jane will remain as your BC1 left commission points for next week. This time, let's look at a scenario where 3 business centers are open. A person who initially achieved 200 SP to set up a single business center, BC1, and operated BC1 with a minimum monthly purchase of 100 SP has now achieved 400 SP in a month for the first time. Finally, 3 business centers, BC1, BC2, and BC3, are open. You have done an excellent job. You have activated 3 business centers instead of just 1. By doing this, you can structure your organization smartly, gaining more income potential. Assume each business center is active this week and qualified for commissions. Placing your team. Now you enrolled 2 people, Jane and Tim. You place Jane on the left side of BC2, you place Tim on the right side of BC2. Jane's purchases and sales bring in 400 group sales volume points. Tim's purchases and sales bring in 600 group sales volume points. How will this affect BC1? The sales from BC2 and BC3 roll up to BC1. From BC2, a total of 1,000 group sales volume points, Jane's 400 and Tim's 600 points, roll up to the left side of BC1. Since there are no sales in BC3, the right side of BC1 has 0 sales points. To receive a commission from BC1, there must be sales on both sides. This time, because the right side of BC1 is empty, no commission is generated from BC1. Since BC3 had no sales, it yields no commission. For BC2, the 400 points from Jane's group, the smaller side, are applied, so only the 80 points of profit for BC2 are counted. The commission will be 20% of the 400 points rolled up to your BC2, which is 80. This 80 is your weekly allowance, and since this 80 is based on the US dollar exchange rate, we multiply 80 by 1.4 to calculate it in Australian dollars. This gives you 112. This 112 Australian dollars is this week's BC2 commission that will be deposited into your bank account next week. What happens if you change the placement strategy for the exact same enrollees? Instead of placing both enrollees under BC2, you decide to place Jane on the left side of BC2 and Tim on the right side of BC3. Assume each business center is active this week and qualified for commissions. In the case of BC2, Jane's 400 group sales volume points are on the left, but the right side is empty. As a result, there are no points to match, so there is no commission. In the case of BC3, Tim's 600 group sales volume points are on the right, but the left side is empty. As a result, there are no points to match, so there is no commission. For BC1, Jane's 400 group sales volume points roll up to the left side of BC1. Tim's 600 group sales volume points roll up to the right side of BC1. The commission will be 20% of the 400 points rolled up to the left side of your BC1, which is 80. This 80 is your weekly allowance, and since this 80 is based on the US dollar exchange rate, we multiply 80 by 1.4 to calculate it in Australian dollars. This gives you 112. This 112 Australian dollars is this week's commission that will be deposited into your bank account next week. This is a scenario where you enroll 2 additional brand partners. Your business is growing. After enrolling Jane and Tim under BC2, you have now strengthened your organization by adding Sue and Matt to the team. This time, to better balance the organization, you have placed Sue and Matt under BC3. Through product purchases and/or enrolling their own customers, each person generated the following group sales volume points. Jane, 400 points. Tim, 600 points. Sue, 500 points. Matt achieved 200 points. Even if the left and right sides of BC2 and BC3 do not match exactly, you can still receive commissions because there are group sales volume points on both sides of each business center. Commissions are paid based on the smaller side of each business center. For BC2, the smaller side is 400 points, so you receive 80 points. For BC3, the smaller side is 200 points, so you receive 40 points. When the sales from BC2 and BC3 are combined into BC1, the left side, BC2, totals 1,000 group sales volume points. The right side, BC3, totals 700 group sales volume points. The profit for BC1 becomes 140 points. However, you earn profits not just from one store, but from 3 stores. If you add up all the points from BC1, BC2, and BC3, the total profit is 260 points. The remaining points will carry over to the next cycle. With the same number of partners and the same amount of effort, let's look at 4 scenarios to see how income differs between a 2-partner-a-month replication model and a 1-partner-a-month replication model. For easy calculation, we will apply the purchase of 2 Usana health packs, which is 200 SP, to these scenarios. This is a comparison between finding 2 new partners versus finding 4 new partners. I will prove the details of the 2 scenarios shown in this table in the following slides. Scenario 1. This is the scenario with 2 partners. In the case of 1BC, it is 200 on the left and 200 on the right, so 200 SP is settled, generating a commission of 56 Australian dollars. In the case of 3BC, it is 200 on the left of BC2 and 200 on the right of BC3. Based on BC1, this means 200 on the left and 200 on the right, so 200 SP is settled, generating a profit of 56 Australian dollars. In the beginning, the income is the same. However, the foundational work is different. The foundation for 3BC is being built. Scenario 2. This is the case with 4 partners, and it is the beginning of double dip commissions. First, for 1BC, it is 400 on the left and 400 on the right, so 400 SP is settled, and the commission is 112 Australian dollars. Now, for 3BC. The settlement for BC2 is 200 on the left and 200 on the right, so it is 200 SP. The settlement for BC3 is 200 on the left and 200 on the right, so it is 200 SP. The settlement for BC1 combines partners A and B from the left, BC2, for 400, and partners C and D from the right, BC3, for 400. Based on the smaller side group, it is 400 SP. For 3BC, the grand total is 800 SP, which combines the profits of all 3 business centres, generating an income of 224 Australian dollars. Look at this. You recruited the exact same 4 people, but the income is exactly double. This is a comparison between 1BC and 3BC when reaching 1000 SP. In the case of 1BC, both sides reach 1000 SP, yielding a profit of 280 Australian dollars. In the case of 3BC, the 1000 SP volume rolling up from both sides is the same as the 1BC case. However, because you have 2 more business centres, an additional 1000 SP of profit is generated, 500 SP each from BC2 and BC3, on top of the 280 Australian dollars. This generates a total of 2000 SP in points, resulting in a profit of 560 Australian dollars. Depending on how you balance it, 3BC is at least twice as efficient as 1BC. With the same team and the same effort, you generate double the income. This is an income comparison graph between 1BC and 3BC as the number of partners grows from 2 to 128. See how the income gap widens between 1BC and 3BC as the number of partners increases. Leverage kicks in at the point where you move from 8 to 16 people. Simply because you operate 3 business centres, when the number of partners reaches 128, a leader with a single business centre earns 3,584 Australian dollars a month, while a leader with 3 business centres surpasses 7,168 Australian dollars a month. Isn't it amazing? Let's do a final income comparison between the 1-year replication models, replicating 1 person a month versus replicating 2 people a month. To give you the results first, for the 1 person a month replication, the monthly income after 12 months is 58,397 Australian dollars. For the 2 person a month replication, it is 121,660 Australian dollars. Let's analyse what this means in the next slide. This is a conservative 12-month simulation of replicating 1 person a month. This is a somewhat ideal, hypothetical condition where every builder finds exactly 1 partner each month. Each partner maintains 200 SP a month, for example, purchasing 2 health packs for easy calculation, and all the new brand partners created under me also purchase 200 SP a month. In the first month, by finding 1 partner including myself, it becomes 2 people. No commission is generated yet, right? In the second month, it becomes 4 people, and in the third month, it becomes 8 people. With a weekly commission of around $77, it is now almost covering the cost of the Usana products I consume. We need to push a little harder. Now we are in the 4th month. This is the inflection point where leverage and compound returns begin to appear. Through 16 partners, a monthly income of $896 is generated. This has far surpassed my Usana product purchase costs and the monthly maintenance costs of my 3 business centres. Now, passing month 5, we reach month 6. An amount of $824 is deposited into my bank account every single week. This is about $3,584 a month, crossing over to a full-time income level. By the 7th month, the cumulative number of partners reaches 256, and a residual income of $14,336 a month is generated. Now, this income does not fall behind compared to any regular profession, as the annual salary exceeds $170,000. In the 9th month, my 3 existing business centres are now completely filled to 5,000 SP and become maxed out. Passing through the 9th and 10th months, the business centres increase from 6 to 7. Finally, when we reach the 12th month, the cumulative number of partners becomes 4,096, and the weekly commission is 13,440 Australian dollars. Annually, that is $750,000. Of course, this scenario is ideal, but at the same time, it logically shows how you can grow and exactly how much income can actually be generated. To actually fulfill this scenario, the 2 most important points are, first, the education of the brand partners below me. Replicating myself through thorough and high-quality education is the key. Second, setting up the monthly auto order and evenly distributing the purchase timing through it is the core that leads to a steady income. Among these, let me explain the 4th month income through the tree structure. As I mentioned, the condition was that all partners make a 200 SP purchase every month, right? Let's take a look. Under lines A and B on the left and right of BC2, there are 4 partners each. This means 800 SP rolls up from each line, right? If so, both BC2 and BC3 achieve 800 SP. For BC1, since 800 SP rolls up from each line, and there are 4 lines, a total of 1,600 SP rolls up to BC1. The grand total is BC2, 800, plus BC3, 800, plus BC1, 1,600, which equals 3,200 SP. When calculated as a commission, 20% of 3,200 is 640. Since this is based on the US dollar exchange rate, we multiply it by 1.4 for the Australian dollar exchange rate, making $896 your profit for this month. These are the 3 core points of the 1+1 growth model. Months 1 to 8 are the period for expanding the foundation, but in the 9th month, BC1, 2, and 3 max out, reaching a monthly level of approximately 22,400 Australian dollars. This is the phase where the growth speed accelerates in earnest. In the 10th month, BC4 and 5 are activated, forming a monthly income of approximately $34,000. This shows a trend where the income scale grows to the next level as the replication structure spreads wider. After 12 months, it enters infinite expansion, with a monthly income of over approximately $58,000. Although this model simply repeats a one partner a month replication, it expands up to a level of 58,000 Australian dollars a month after 12 months. Sustainable replication and the cumulative effect are the keys. While we were at it, we also looked at a scenario of finding 2 brand partners a month under the same conditions. The method is similar. Leverage and compound returns begin to appear in the 3rd month, and it grows more than twice as fast compared to replicating one person. The income in the 6th month already nears $9,000 a month, and by the 12th month, it exceeds $121,660 a month, reaching the level of a franchise tycoon. An analysis of the key inflection points for the 2 partner a month replication is as follows. In the 3rd month, a monthly profit of $980 Australian dollars is generated. As 14 builders each maintain 200 SP, the realization of double dip commissions begins. In the 5th month, a monthly profit of 4,340 Australian dollars is generated. This is the phase where the headcount grows from 30 to 62 people, surpassing a managerial income. As weekly returns accelerate significantly, this is the phase where you physically feel that this is better than a primary job. In the 7th month, a monthly profit of 17,780 Australian dollars is generated. BC1, BC2, and BC3 reach max out. Once replication operates properly, the income gains acceleration, and a cash flow equivalent to a regular worker's annual salary is created every single month. In the 8th month, a monthly profit of 30,415 Australian dollars is generated. As 7 business centres from BC4 to BC7 are activated, you break through the income limit. After the max out of BC1, BC2, and BC3, re-entry centres open up, entering the income expansion phase. In the 12th month, a monthly profit of 121,660 Australian dollars is generated. When the system completely matures, it becomes an income structure on par with a franchise tycoon. Beyond a simple side income, the entire network transforms into a powerful cash-generating engine. We have captured the 1 partner a month replication and the 2 partner a month replication in a graph. Up to 3 months, they do not show a big difference, but as we enter the 4th month, you can see the graph widen by a huge margin. The 2 partner a month replication model reaches over $120,000 a month in the 12th month, and even the conservative 1 partner a month replication model forms a stable residual income of $58,000 a month. No matter what pace you start with, the 3BC structure operates powerfully. Let me conclude the lecture. The magic of replication. Start today. Just remember this one thing. I purchase 200 SP a month and I find just 1 partner who will do the exact same as me. When this simple action is replicated for 12 months, commissions exceeding $10,000 will be stamped into your bank account every week. This is not a dream, it is a mathematical fact. Simply put, it is about purchasing 2 health packs to create 200 SP a month and replicating 1 partner a month. You just need to execute these 2 things without any complicated strategies. Remember, with the powerful 3BC tool, the same effort translates into up to 2 to 3 times the income. The Usana compensation plan, which combines the magic of compounding with double dip commissions, is a system proven through numbers and through the actual incomes of many leaders around me. Everyone, the preparation is now over. Take your own business package and partner replication system and head out to the field right today. Beyond simply creating leverage, I hope you complete your business mission and become the true protagonist of success. Hoping that today's lecture serves as a clear milestone for your victory, I will see you in the next lecture. Thank you.